I don't know about you, but it seems like everything is so expensive these days. And it's not showing any signs of getting better anytime soon. Food, fuel, energy, insurance. Definitely fuel. But for people like me and you, getting out into the garage or getting on the driveway and fixing cars keeps us sane, and it makes all of that other stuff worthwhile. And I wonder whether that is under threat of the cost of living crisis too. So here I am in this rickety old garage with one question that I just can't shake. Is it still possible in 2025 to do a truly budget build? That's the question we're going to be answering in this brand new mini-series on the channel, where we source, buy, rebuild, fix cars that represent great value for the money. Basically, we're looking for a daily driver that you can take to the Nürburgring. So, to kick off this mini-series, my first budget is inspired by the big guys, the YouTube gods, who most recently posted supercar shopping with a £100,000 budget. Now, I don't have £100,000, but I do have 100,000 pence, which, well, exactly translates to £1,000. That's our budget we're working with. We're going to spend up to £1,000, including fees, including delivery, all in, and get a car that is relatively easily fixable, and a car that at the end of it will be fun to drive and even better because it hasn't cost an absolute fortune. So, what car have I bought? After many hours of forums, scrolling on YouTube, there was one clear car that rose to the top. This isn't going to change anyone's opinion, this is not going to break any records. There's nothing revolutionary about choosing this car. But for a time, this was the most popular sports car in the world. And that's the whole point of this series. This is all about fun at the end, not taking ages to rebuild these cars. I've got enough of those projects going on already, which I know we were expecting a video on the Super Impreza today, but there's another video coming on that very, very soon. Please bear with me, it's going to be worth it when it's done. And we've got the Skyline, which is, again, sourcing parts for that is taking time. This video series is about quick rebuilds, maximum fun, and getting out there onto the road and having fun. So I'm sure you've all guessed what I've bought by now. Let's introduce it to the channel. I'll go get it. It's a Mazda MX-5 convertible! Most importantly, this damage. Yeah. Absolutely everything else about the car is great. It's done 77,000 miles, which is about right for its age. It's got the original stereo, although I think the guy took it out when he crashed it. And it's even got this helpful thing because, oh, I bet that's for the filler cap. Boot opens fine. Filler cap, no. Apparently that always goes on these MX-5s. Lots of water and corrosion in there. Oh dear. But this was 700 quid. All right, 699.98. This convertible 2003 1.8 Mazda MX-5 came in at auction, including fees. We managed to get it up here for a grand total of £1,077.81. So it's a bargain. It's £78 over budget, and we've still spent basically a grand on this. Look at it. The first thing you notice is how good the bodywork is. It's clearly been resprayed, fully resprayed, because this is not an original colour. It's supposed to be Nardo Grey, as you can see here. Nardo Grey MX-5. I'm not going to put the full TikTok handle in there because we will respect that guy's privacy and his own personal life choices to paint an MX-5 in Nardo Grey. But before that, there's clearly been some bodywork gone on. I mean, the quality of the paint job's not great. It started to shrink, started to crack. This ducktail spoiler's new. It looks to have slightly wider arches than normal, but I don't know if that's just standard or not. It's clearly had the adhesive on here for the side skirts, which it's a shame that he took them off, but I get why he's done it. Must be pretty heartbreaking to have written off what looks to have been maybe a first car or first proper, like, nice car, and you want to salvage as much as possible. But he's done a lot of, the previous owner's done a lot of good work for us. All the body panels are really, really nice and smooth. We've got a good base to start with. And I noticed this in the auction photos. An unbranded induction kit, fine. And it's also got coilovers already fitted. These look like the cheap max speed ones, but no adjustment on them whatsoever. But they've got ace coilovers. They're, what, £200–300 to buy? And then there's fitting them. It's already been done. And also, throughout, that looks like it's been sealed, which either means this tub is on its last legs and they've sealed it to try and make it last a bit longer, or someone's had it redone and then sealed to make sure it lasts a lifetime. And it's also had the manifold heat wrapped. Like, that's some serious work. It's also got the 1.8 litre, which I believe is around 120 horsepower. Might be wrong, but 16 valve. Apparently the 1.8 litre is VVT as well, with the variable valve timing, so that's cool. For a budget build, it runs, it drives, it just needs a wheel on that side to the new wing, and then we can see what we can do with this bumper. But it should be a quick fix. It should be a really, really quick fix. The aim of this challenge is to get it roadworthy and driving as soon as possible. So let's not waste any time. Let's whip this panel off, whip the wheel off, take the bumper off and the light, see how bad the damage is behind. I can't wait to get started on this car, so let's get this wing off. It's a light wheel. Yeah, we've got coily, boys. Adjustable. Is there a spare wheel in the boot? Let's have a look. This guy was a big fan of the old Capri Sun. Oh, these are full. 3, 4, 5 Capri Sun. And a spare wheel. Good. Keep this indicator. That is done. Thank you for your service. Right, we're a little way in. We've got the wheel off and we've got that panel off to assess what's going on. Now, what's interesting about this is this has been written off due to structural damage. Right, now this is dented like a little bit, I guess. So it's not moved. So they've written it off and said structural damage for this. And let me just go and show you the Skyline, because the Skyline's got really similar damage. Well, a lot worse damage actually, but they've written that off as non-structural. So this is actually a sneak preview of the next Skyline video. But basically they've written this off as non-structural, and the whole front apron is completely folded in, pinged up, it's smashed, it's cracked there, it's pulled this away from the front. And in here, it's pulled the suspension, that whole panel up and away, and all this. But because it's not hit the actual chassis, and it's only pulled this part away, they've written it off as this is non-structural. So this is non-structural, but the Mazda's structural. Doesn't really make sense. Unless one of you knows, maybe you work for insurance or you categorize things, but why is this non-structural, but this is structural? I don't know. Anyway, it's a lot less bad than I thought it was going to be. So what to do next? We need to order some parts, don't we? Definitely going to need to order a front wing. Realistically, unless these are special headlights, which I don't think they are, order some new headlights. This front bumper, probably, it has cracks and come all apart there. Wonder if I can fiberglass repair that. And there's this little corner here. I'm gonna, oh no, because all the tabs have snapped off, haven't they? I'm gonna see if I can find a really cheap bumper to go on the front. So, on our list we've got a wing, a bumper, headlight, or two if I can't find a matching pair. And that should do it. Found some cheap alloys as well. That'll be a winner. Time for a spot of lunch and a browse of eBay / Facebook Marketplace. Well, that was cheaper than expected. I got the bumper for 30 quid plus postage, and the lights for £24.95 from the same seller. Hopefully they're coming in 2 days. As for the bumpers were looking at like 150 quid for the cheapest one. And I don't reckon the damage is that bad. After watching some videos about fiberglass repairs, what better car to learn on how to do fiberglass repairs than one that cost 700 quid? As for the damage to this, it doesn't look that bad. Fine, we're gonna miss those clips, but I reckon we can build something around here. And then that, I don't even know where that goes. And then for this crack, that's like, it's just a crack, isn't it? It might well be fine, you know. I think we could bring this back to life. That's plan A. By the end of this video, we will hopefully have everything stripped down, waiting for new parts, and then I'll go and order a fiberglass kit and do some reading on YouTube and about how to fix a bumper with fiberglass. Then we'll be in a great position to start driving it. That's it. Ah! There we go. One bumper. So this side's absolutely fine. Front of it's not too bad, a couple of scuffs here and there. But if you look at this side, this is clearly been split before and just held on with a cable tie and a couple of drilled points. So we can fiberglass that, do a bit of plastic welding to put it back where it should be. And then this side, where we've lost all of these, all this bit here, what we'll do is we'll make a template of this side and all of this down here, and then reverse it, put it on this side, and then maybe cut it out of plastic, and then we can fiberglass over it to get a fully finished structure. That's the plan. How hard could it be? It's lovely. Right, it is freezing. I cannot feel my hands. It is so cold, even with this little heater on. So I'm gonna get this wheel back on, get it back on the ground, so at least then it's not like this overnight, because I really don't trust that underside. That's a different issue, we can worry about that later. Right, there it is. The Nardo Grey MX-5, with its damage, which doesn't look to be too bad. Maybe you think I'm being silly with this, but I don't think that's too bad. I also did a car vertical check on this, and it came back as being in an accident previously, Cat D, in the mid-2000s. So that could even be a previous repair. Who knows? All I know is that that looks fine to me. And as long as we can make it look fine with the panel on the side, get the bumper back on nice and repaired over there, get a new headlight in, we'll be good to drive it. And then we've got, for under 1,500 quid, for a lot under 1,500 quid actually, we'll have a running driving MX-5 with 77,000 on the clock, and that's just the dream. That's what it's all about. Oh, this bonnet, I've just noticed that. Oh no. Okay, we might need a bonnet as well. This is getting absolutely freezing, so I'm gonna go home, get the heating on, make a brew, and then do a cost analysis of how much we've spent so far, and then make a plan. It's brew time. Right. MX-5 cost cheap. Auction price including fees was £778. Delivery, £300. So we are in for
£1,078.
Front wing, headlight, and to repair the bumper, hopefully, we're in for £101. You add that to our total, 1179, which is pretty good going. So what do you think watching this video? Do you think it's an absolute waste of money, all this money on a car that's basically could be a rust bucket, could be useless? Or do you actually think that 1,200 quid all in, is that a bargain? Either way, I want to hear from you in the comments. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more of this video and see how the MX-5 build turns out, then make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything on this journey along. Also, follow me on Instagram, @ChrisBearCars. And hopefully, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out. But for people, oh God. But for people like us who are over 30 and your knees have gone, let's try again.